left available to work with, blinded up Meteor. He spots it, betrayed by the barrel. A 2-0 finish. Gen.G looking large and in charge, not slowing down from prior performances.
So this morning, Gen.G absolutely stomped out Sentinels. A 2-0 victory, absolute dominance from them. They won 13-8 on Sentinels' map pick of Haven, and then they stomped them out on the Sent 13-7. The map that we're actually going to take a look at today is going to be Haven. As you can see, Gen.G are running the original Swamp comp with the Solo Sky, so very interesting. And then Sentinels are opting for just like the very basic meta comp, Sova Breach. As you can see, I am recording this live on stream. If that's something that interests you, make sure to check out the Discord. And here you can get notifications about when I'm live, as you can see. Get notifications for that, get notifications for YouTube updates, and just interact with me and the other members of the community. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to check out the link in the description. So the first round we're going to look at today is the pistol round, and this is actually a really good start for Sentinels. And they've recognized that their strength by running this double initiator comp is going to be by just hitting A and trying to expose Gen.G because they are running that swamp comp with the killjoy towards C. And so they noticed that they understand that when they're running this comp, they only have two up people on A. And so they just go for an A hit, and they end up doing actually very well on the A hit. They get a 2-for-1 trade, as you're about to see in a second. They kill two while only losing one, drawing QT. And they get to this 4v3 retake, and then they actually have a really good retake setup as well. However, they end up throwing a 1v3 at the very end. So you can see they have a crossfire here with Saucy and Zekin. So Zekin whiffs, however, Saucy gets the trades. And now it's a 1v3. And you're thinking, like, man, this is, like, impossible for them to lose. But they're about to take 3 separate 1v1s and just, like, a series of mistakes in a row. So as you can see, Zelsis tries to make the hero play, swings backside alone. And then here, Saucy will also commit to a 1v1 on his own with no help from his team. Tens tries to help out, but he gets slowed down by the turret. So as you can see, Saucy just commits to this 1v1. I'm not sure if the calm was that like Tens was going to swing as well and kill him and shoot him in the back. I don't know what happened with Tens here. He like got slowed down by the turret or something here. Because as you can see, he's running up long, but he manages to not get the trade somehow. So I don't know how this happened, but this kind of just set the tone for the entire game by whiffing on this pistol round that they very easily could have won. So the next round we're going to take a look at is round number 6, and Sentinels are actually starting a bit of a run here after losing the first 2 rounds. After a series of winning a gun round and winning a few eco rounds, they actually get ahead a round up on Gen.G here, and this round perfectly encapsulates like what Sentinels are trying to do by playing into the swamp comp with the double initiator comp. So they're going to go for just like a 4-man hit on A, 5-man hit on A actually, sorry, Tens has the Omen ult. So Tens Omen ult's into Heaven, they realize that Gen.G, the only way that they're going to be able to hold this A site, if I go back a little bit, is with this operator. So they realize that they're going to try to play long, they're going to try to bait for the operator, and they just do a great job by popping knives and Soval and just like doing a really good combo of that. So as you can see, Zekin's going to dash down, and he's going to dash down with the Soval at the same time. And the Soval was meant to catch Lakia, which it does, but then the texture actually falls into the Soval, so it's kind of funny. But even if he didn't do that, Zekin had the cleanup anyways, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. But then even if neither of those connected, then Tens was Omen ulted into Heaven. So a really good combo of utility, of ultimates here for Sentinels. However, the only thing I don't like is how they use both Blades and Soval and Omen ult in the same round. And that actually comes to hurt them later. As you can see, they don't have any more ults to use. But it just forces Gen.G into a save here, and it's a really good way of putting them on that wonky buy again. However, they end up losing the round after this. Alright, so the next round we're going to take a look at is round number 7, and this round really shows that Sentinel's macro was actually really good this game in my opinion. However, there's just small little micro plays from Gen.G that ended up making the difference, and that caused them to be able to bring themselves back when their macro failed and they end up getting down a player. These little micro plays ended up being what brought Gen.G back. So first thing I want to look at is this Viper Wall here. It's brand new. I don't think I've ever seen this Viper Wall thrown in any game whatsoever. Like tier 2, tier 1 ranked, like I've never seen this before. But it's very interesting actually because it blocks off, it smokes off long and it smokes off short. So it's essentially like having an Omen Smoke here and an Omen Smoke here, and it still lets players fight through short. And so it's really interesting because it allows you to push short and hold long at the same exact time. And so I thought it was just very cool how Gen.G brought out that kind of tech. And that's the kind of stuff that you expect from teams that are in Masters. However, Tens is just going to completely disrespect it, TP pass, and kill Munchkin here. Like, he even TP's past the Molly here, but he finds the kill on Munchkin. So he finds the early kill, and they end up getting another trade into Sewer, making it a 4v3. If you just see, wait a second, Karen is going to get caught out here. So they dog down short. However, Karen walks up and gets caught. I thought it was a little bit sooner. Whoops. Yeah, so Karen gets one, however, he gets caught out. A really good double swing there from Sentinels. And now they realize that Gen.G, they're rotating towards A. They have the read, so they go back C. However, Meteor manages to walk up window and find one. And it's just like the micro plays I'm talking about from Gen.G. They managed to catch out some of the members of Sentinels just lacking in awareness here. As you can see, he catches tens. But this is the micro plays I'm talking about. Like, without Meteor walking up there and getting that kill, the round is over. However, Sentinels, they have the correct read. They manage to go, they figure out that C is open, they hit C. There's nobody there, and they get bombed down. However, Meteor is about to drop the craziest Killjoy ult I've ever seen. And so I'm just going to pause real quick. This Killjoy ult is crazy because it forces them to play backside, and they can't play long. So because they know that they have an operator and they want to play long with the op. However, this ultimate forces them to play on site, so it's very interesting from them. And then they have to read that Sentinels are going to try to push while the ult is still up. They have the perfect read that they're going to try to push, so they're ready for it. They're holding, and these flashes from Zelsis are just a little bit too bad. They're a little bit too behind. As you can see, they don't flash anybody. Yeah, no, doesn't get flash. Manages to kill Zekin. Manages to kill Saucy. Sorry, Zelsis, I mean. So then now, I mean, the round's just over now. So really good from Gen.G. Those are very interesting ults that came out. However, Sentinels, their macro looked good. It's just these little micro plays that ended up losing them the game. The next round we're taking a look at is the half to pistol round. As you can see, Gen.G, they're going to go for this 4B with the Viper Lurk on A. However, they end up going it into a fake towards C, and then they come back A, which is really interesting from them. So they send this Viper to take some space on A passively. And they realize that Sentinels are going to put a few more people towards A. And so in order to counteract that, they're going to go towards B. They're going to tap the bomb and then come back out C. So you can see they tap bomb and then they leave. So tapping the bomb. So I want to explain this real quick. Normally when people go for a fake, when they don't tap the bomb, it does not get as many rotates. However, tapping the bomb like this, it tells them that the bomb can't be walking up A. It has to be on B. So they instantly rotate because they assume that they just tap the bomb. It kind of has to be a B hit. However, it's not a B hit. They end up going back towards C, C garage. And then, real quickly, an underrated part about this is that Munchkin... Oh, whoops. Not what I meant to do. Munchkin has already walked up A, as you can see on the mini-map. So, they're coming back towards C. Zelsis does get the kill. However, it is traded out by Munchkin on the A site. And so, another thing I want to explain is that Zelsis, in Sentinel's mind, they can't be A because they have John QT here, sorry. However, Munchkin has a timing on John QT, so he's telling his team, I have the timing on the guy A, run towards A right now. And so, while they in Sentinel's mind, they can't be A. However, in Gen.G's mind, they're going A, and A is a free site right now, because you can see he doesn't kill him yet, now he kills him. And he just waits a little bit longer, gives because as soon as he kills them, or kills John QT, Sentinels are going to rotate. So he waits a little bit longer than he needs to in order to kill him, so that Gen.G have time to rotate. So now they run over. And this round's just over because you're playing a retake on a pistol round into a Viper Orb. As you can see, Sentinels has an Omen Blind, and that's it. They have no other utility, pretty much. So this round is basically just over. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. But they wait for their cooldowns to come up. However, they lose Zekin. Saucy does try to make it around, but it's just not happening. So, yeah. Saucy gets 2. However, he's got no ammo. No time. So, Ends up getting double swung. Yep. So overall, a really good round from Gen.G, very well thought out, and honestly, this is why I have Gen.G winning Masters. It's these kinds of pistol rounds that are going to win you Masters. The extremely well thought out, they just understand how the other team likes to rotate, and they play into it perfectly. All right, next round we're going to look at is round number 16, and this really just showcases the main reason that Sentinels lost this game. As you can see, they're going for like almost like pretty much almost a carbon copy of the pistol round. They have four towards the B side or the mid of the map, sorry, and they have Munchkin lurking. And the amount of control they gave Munchkin this game in a lobby was nuts. So Gen.G, they're gonna go for this garage hit, very similar to the pistol round. And Sentinels, they just don't know what to do with it. As you can see, it's going to be very similar. They just did not know how to counter this Viper wall on A. They didn't know what to do with it. They had no idea. So as you can see, they go for a mid hit. They clear the trip out. They go towards the garage. They dog. I skip ahead a little bit. Yep, they dog. They dog towards C. It causes Saucy to rotate, and then Munchkin just finds another timing on the A player for Sentinels. I mean, as you can see here, he tries to bait out the shot. He thinks it's clear. It's really not. And so there's just nothing. Yeah, and then they lose the sight. There's a Molly. There's a Viper Orb. They can't flood retake. They Omen ult over. And round is over. It's the same exact issue as the pistol round. They did not counter this A player at all, this A Viper wall. They had nothing to do against it. I mean, Texture gets another free one. And the round is over. It's a 5v3 retake. Saucy tries to make the hero play jump out, but it's just not happening. So Saucy was really the only one who was shooting back this game. I'm going to be real with you. However, that really was not the issue. The issue was their inability to adapt on this A site and their inability to deal with this Viper wall at all. The final round we're going to look at is round number 21, and it's the round that ends up closing it out for Gen.G. And this round, they don't really go for any like super fancy defaults. They just go for an A hit, and they hit A into 3 players, and it ends up working. And I just wanted to showcase some of the utility combos and how they ended up closing it out. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. They go for this lockdown. They go for a really nice double swing here. Somehow they end up whiffing the shots. It doesn't work. Tens manages to TP out. So but Gen.G, so as you can see, they have a. I'm just trying to. The utility is insane here. So they have a Viper Molly and Viper Orb lineup for CT, and so this this is essentially like a Sage wall. Like it walls off the Omen player, Tens, and so he just can't help his team at all. They isolate the 2 players on site. And then Gen.G, how is he blind? I think it's an Omen blind, if I'm not. Yeah, so they Omen blind backside. For Texture to go for like a jump peek here, and they really just set him up extremely well. And then they also go for another Killjoy Molly just to make sure that any players can't flash flood out CT. And so overall, just a really good combo of utility from Gen.G. They just understand how to set up Texture insanely well. And then yeah, this Viper Orb and Viper Molly combo is extremely broken for this A site. There's like nothing you can do against it. Because of how A site works. Like you can't jump out heaven. That's not really a thing you can do very easily. And so if you can take care of CT with this Viper Orb, then it's GG. The retake is not happening. So overall, Gen.G looked really well drilled overall on both maps, and that's honestly the reason why I have them as my pick for winning champs. Like Haven just came back in the map pool, and they're already extremely well drilled on the map. They have some really good set plays, especially that pistol round play really amazed me. And this is why I have them winning champs overall. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting your thoughts down below. It really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.